North Dakota Outdoors calendars. Congratulations to both of you ladies. Just follow those instructions. We'll get you those calendars, and we've got more to give away as the week goes on.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to North Dakota Outdoors and the Game and Fish Department for letting us give away those calendars. Well, we didn't have our fish house by Madness. We had to go with our house. The reason we wanted to do that is because something wonderful is going on in Verndale, Minnesota, and I wonder when the governor, if he eases restrictions tomorrow, what impact this will have, if any. But fish houses are full. Nobody's landing any crappies. Instead, diners in Verndale, Minnesota are reeling in chicken, steak, and French fries in the parking lot outside the Pirates Den restaurant because that's how they are serving some special dinners at the Pirates Den in Verndale with some of these restrictions going on in the state of Minnesota while COVID is going on. We thought it was a great idea. We're not alone because Brian's been on the media everywhere the last couple of days, and he joins us here at KFGO in Fargo. Brian Hagen, the man in charge of the Pirates Den in Verndale, Minnesota, joins us. Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for inviting me.
It's our pleasure, and things just starting to get busy there, too. Dinner getting ready to be served, so we can't hold Brian up very long here today. But, Brian, what a neat idea. Brian, walk us through. How did you come to this idea?
Well, basically, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, my partner and I own the Black Hole Ice Shack, which builds fish houses. It's a hybrid fish house. And so I was walking outside. We build them right here in Verndale, right next to my house. And so I was walking outside, and as we're building up inventory, I had 5 or 6 fish houses out there, and with this whole COVID thing going on, I'm thinking, I wonder if some of our tables and chairs would fit inside of that. Park them outside, drop them out on the ground, put some heaters in them, and I wonder if people would sit out there. And so I moved a few of them over there, tried our tables and chairs to make sure there was room to get around and it was cozy in there, and it worked out pretty good. So I had my social media gal posted on Facebook, and within hours, if not minutes, we were getting phone calls for reservations.
Now, that's what I hear. I hear the phone's ringing off the hook. Brian Hagen is joining us, the man in charge of the Pirates Den in Verndale, Minnesota, just off Highway 10. You're really popular. You really got busy. So I understand people have been coming from all over, not just around there.
Yeah, in fact, just yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, we had an elderly couple. I think it was their anniversary, and they brought their pet dog up, drove all the way up from Minneapolis. There was an article done in the Minneapolis Star-Tribune on us on Sunday, and actually it was on Sunday because they packed up and got in the vehicle and drove all the way up from Minneapolis to sit and have an hour and a half lunch with us.
No, that's cool. How much? Our brand manager, Derek Hansen's got one of these fish houses he just loves. How much room is in there? How many? You got to be careful because you can only have so many people, right?
Right. Yeah, we put up to six people in each house. We do have some larger houses. One of my vendors from Wadena, Cal's Motorsports, donated a couple ice glacier houses that are a little bit bigger, and they're the fancier houses. And so we had a couple of those, and we thank them very much. They've been amazing to work with. And then we have a bunch of our Black Hole Ice Shacks out there, and then also I have some buddies that donated their fishing houses that weren't planning on using them for a while. So we have about 13 houses out there that will seat, up to 6 people in each house.
That is really a great idea. And are you pretty well booked tonight?
Yeah, I just glanced at the reservations as I came into the building. I was just firing up the heaters in the houses to get them cozy warm for our customers. And yeah, we haven't had a slow night since we started this, Dan, to be honest with you. It's been crazy. But a good crazy.
Well, that's just great. That's just wonderful. So what is the health department and law enforcement? Have they been supportive of you doing this?
Yeah, we haven't heard from anyone. Obviously, it's out there. Everyone knows what we're doing. I think they're okay. They must be. Otherwise, we'd hear from them. We practice, all the COVID safe practices. We wipe down, spray down chairs, tables. Once the one group leaves, the next group comes in. We wipe down menus. Obviously, they get fresh set of silverware. So we're practicing. My employees are wearing face masks and all that. So no, we're following, what we're supposed to be doing, and then offering this to customers that they just want to get out. They're just fed up with the whole shutdown here in Minnesota. They just want to get out and get pampered, get served on, get waited on, have a beverage or two, and go back home.
Yeah, we all do. We all want that so desperately. We want things to get back to normal. Now, understand, is this true? You have a deluxe glacier fish house?
Actually, two of them. We have two of them out there that again, our friends at Cal's Motorsports in Wadena donated. Brand new houses. They said, yes, absolutely, we want to participate in this. We want to help you out. We know, and also they get some cross marketing out of it also. So it's been good for them also. But yeah, very nice houses.
And this was all a reaction to Governor Walz's restrictions on the COVID situation, correct?
Correct. Yeah. When they shut it down, I don't know exactly what the date was. We actually had to shut down and only have takeout and curbside service. I think it was the next day when I walked the yard and saw the fish houses and came up with the idea that let's try this. Not sure if people are going to jump onto it and like it, but obviously with the results, it's been a huge hit. We're getting publicity all over the country. I've had friends down in Texas hear about us. I had friends in Arizona hear about what's going on up here. So it's really traveling fast, and it's a neat thing. A simple idea, but a neat idea.
Yeah, and a great entrepreneurial idea of yours, by the way, Brian. I mean, that's how you stay in business. And a serious question for you, too, Brian. I mean, what has this meant for your business, and how is your business doing?
We're doing okay. I mean, obviously, it's not like we're 100% open. I mean, we're paying bills. I'm keeping about 90% of my staff employed and earning paychecks so that they can, feed their families and pay their bills. We couldn't survive 12 months out of the year doing this, but again, it pays some of the bills and it keeps us going. And to be honest with you, we're getting huge marketing out of it. We're getting tons of mileage of people hearing about the Pirates Den. So I think that'll carry over, hopefully, in the future for us, that people remember that the Pirates Den in Verndale, that was a good place to go eat. They're the ones that did the crazy idea with the fish houses in the parking lot, and they come back even if they're an hour or two away.
Maybe this is something you guys could keep doing. Maybe just a few fish houses as the years unfold, just to have a wacky extra thing for people to do.
Quite a few customers have asked that. I said, even after this COVID, will you put fish houses out there again? And I said, yeah, I think I will, just because of kind of a novelty idea as far as, once a month maybe we'll bring a bunch of them in, especially if we have the inventory and the availability of the fish houses. If it wasn't for the Black Hole Ice Shack and owning that company, with my partner, we wouldn't have been able to do it. We wouldn't have had enough houses. I don't think you can do it with 3-4 houses. I think you need a dozen or so out there to make it worth all the effort. But yeah, we would definitely have a fish house weekend even after all this COVID stuff is gone.
Well, what a great idea. Now, the governor is rumored to be easing on those restrictions a little bit tomorrow. Have you heard anything about that?
That's the rumor. I think there's definitely going to be an easing of the restrictions. It's anyone's guess to what degree. We're certainly hoping it's 50% plus. 75 would be great. 100% opening would be fantastic. I don't anticipate that announcement tomorrow, but I'm sure hoping it's 50 plus. And I guess we have to wait and see how that turns out.
Well, I hope that does for your sake as well. And one last question for you. By the way, we're talking to Brian Hagen, who is owner-operator of the Pirates Den in Verndale, just off Highway 10, where they put fish houses to work, and they're keeping you safe from COVID by serving dinners in fish houses, and it has just exploded. How do we make our reservations so that we can have dinner in one of your fish houses?
You can either reach out to us through Facebook at the Pirates Den, or call us at 218-445-2855, and we would be glad to take down the reservation. And we need to kind of know what time you like to arrive, how long you like to stay, and how big your party will be.
Boy, this weekend, dinner in Verndale at the Pirates Den, 218-445-2855, 218-445-2855. Make your reservations and go out and have a little bit of fun this weekend while you're in Verndale, Minnesota. I tell you what, Brian Hagen, that's a great idea. You are a great entrepreneur. I like what you've been doing. It was fun to shine a little light from this direction on what you're doing.
I sincerely appreciate you guys reaching out to me and helping me share that idea. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Brian, have a wonderful night. I hope you're busy as heck tonight.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brian. Brian Hagen from the Pirates Den of Highway 10 in Verndale. And yes, I understand the Pirates Den used to be the place where you played video games out at West Acres. Was there a lot. I need to go to this new Pirates Den now, though. Get the wife out of town this weekend. Sounds like fun. KFGO time coming up on 4:50. You're listening to The Drive on the Mighty 790 KFGO.